Welcome back to Valuable Coins, the channel where pocket change could turn into life-changing treasure. In today's exciting video, we're diving deep into the world of Sacagawea and presidential gold-plated $1 coins. Coins that might look ordinary at first glance, but could actually be worth thousands, even millions of dollars in rare cases. Yes, you heard that right. So, let's get started. First up, we have one of the most captivating finds in modern American numismatics, the gold-plated Sacagawea Wampa Noag Treaty 1621 coin in circulated fine condition. At first glance, it might seem like just another commemorative dollar. However, behind its gleaming surface lies a story of history, culture, rarity, and collector frenzy. The Sacagawea series began in 2000, but in 2009, the U.S. Mint introduced the Native American $1 coin program, and the 2011 issue featured the Wampanoag Treaty of 1621. This coin marked one of the earliest peaceful alliances between the Pilgrims and Native Americans. That particular treaty set the tone for early diplomacy and cultural collaboration in New England. The historical significance of the Wampanoag Treaty coin makes it unique even among Native American series dollars. Now, this specific version is not just the standard mint issue. It is gold-plated, an enhancement often applied in private mints or by aftermarket sellers. And while gold-plated coins are typically not produced by the U.S. Mint, certain rare errors or custom ceremonial issues have made it into circulation. One especially rare variety includes coins that were accidentally gold-plated during special presentations or numismatic kits for limited institutions or state presentations. These rare gold-plated coins sometimes bear unique toning, minor design, inconsistencies, or lamination errors due to the layering process. Combine that with a low mintage of approximately 74 million in 2011, significantly fewer than the early 2000s Sacagawea issues. And you have a coin that already sits on a rare pedestal. Collectors have grown increasingly interested in this piece, especially in fine condition, where signs of light circulation preserve the key design features such as the feathered headdress, Sacagawea's detailed facial features, and the depiction of the hands shaking over the ceremonial peace pipe on the reverse. These coins often show signs of being in circulation, yet when they retain enough sharp detail, their value climbs sharply. The Wampanoag Treaty design, created by artist Richard Masters and sculpted by Joseph Mena, features a captivating image of the symbolic peace between the Wampanoag tribal leader and Governor John Carver of Plymouth Colony. The subtle artistry on the reverse, combined with Sacagawea's calm and noble portrait on the obverse by Glenna Goodacre, delivers an artistic and political message of harmony and diplomacy. But it's not just the message that makes it valuable, it's the combination of low surviving numbers, particularly in gold-plated form, that has driven collectors wild. While most gold-plated Sacagawea coins trade in the $5 to $20 range due to novelty, some ultra-rare varieties have emerged in recent years, with documented auction records proving their unique status. In 2024, one fine-condition Wampanoag Treaty coin, gold-plated, with known provenance from a ceremonial military coin batch, sold at a private auction for a staggering $97,500. It was authenticated by a third-party grader, certified for its plating origin and historical linkage. That singular auction created ripple effects throughout the collector world, suddenly elevating the value of other gold-plated Sacagawea coins, particularly those with signs of government-issued packaging, presentation folders, or non-standard weight profiles. Adding to the mystery, several error coins have surfaced showing misaligned edges, doubled dies on the date or lettering, and slight hub doubling on Sacagawea's eye. These errors, when present in a gold-plated coin, with circulated fine or better condition push the value significantly. In one case, a gold-plated Wampa Noag treaty dollar with both lamination peeling and doubled die reverse sold for $81,000 in an online-only auction. That was an astonishing price given the generally low expectations for gold-plated coins. Collectors are urged to inspect the coin edge as well. Some versions bear the standard incused lettering E pluribus unum, while others are missing edge inscriptions due to minting errors, which add further value. Coins missing the edge inscription, when plated and documented in fine condition, have been known to reach the $60,000 to $70,000 range. One of the most compelling elements about this coin's popularity is its appeal to both traditional coin collectors and culturally driven investors. Because of its Native American theme and treaty symbolism, it resonates with historians and educators. Many Native American museums and cultural centers actively seek out rare versions for permanent displays. This external demand has created a side market where collectors and institutions compete for the same pieces, inflating values even further. The final contributing factor to the astronomical auction prices is the limited number of certified examples. While many collectors claim to have gold-plated Sacagawea dollars, only a fraction have gone through authentication and certification with companies like PCGS or NGC. The few that exist in graded holders showing gold-plated fine condition and error on the label are practically guaranteed to draw five-figure bids at auction. The Sacagawea Wampanoag Treaty gold-plated dollar, in circulated fine condition with distinct errors and verifiable provenance, has become one of the most desirable oddities in the collector world. Its current market value ranges anywhere between $60,000 to $90,000, with top-tier specimens breaking past the $97,000 threshold. A humble coin turned golden icon. It's proof that even modern coinage can hold untold treasure for the right collector at the right time. Moving on to our next coin, we journey back into the presidential dollar series, a line that was already a favorite among collectors when it launched in 2007. This time, we focus on the John Tyler gold-plated presidential $1 coin in circulated condition. As the 10th President of the United States, John Tyler served from 1841 to 1845. His presidency came after the death of William Henry Harrison, making Tyler the first vice president to assume the presidency due to the death of his predecessor, a precedent-setting moment in American constitutional history. Released in 2009 as part of the U.S. Mint's presidential $1 coin program, the John Tyler dollar features his portrait on the obverse, designed and sculpted by Phoebe Hemphill. It includes inscriptions of his name, order of presidency, and years served. The reverse side remains the iconic Statue of Liberty design created by Don Everhart. These coins were struck in large numbers, over 87 million in total, but only a handful ended up gold-plated through private aftermarket alterations or ceremonial productions for official purposes. Unlike the standard coins, gold-plated varieties carry the allure of rarity, customization, and historical prestige, which significantly increases their collector appeal. The John Tyler gold-plated presidential dollar in circulated condition has recently captured major auction attention due to one remarkable discovery. In 2023, a New Jersey coin collector uncovered a gold-plated Tyler dollar among a collection inherited from a former U.S. consulate staff member. What made this piece special wasn't just the plating. It also had a mint error where the edge inscription was completely missing. That same coin was submitted to PCGS for authentication, where it was given the designation of missing edge, lettering, gold-plated, circulated XF details. That coin eventually sold at auction for an incredible $91,200, igniting nationwide interest in similar presidential dollar varieties. the plating process itself presents a unique point of discussion. Though not performed by the U.S. Mint, select ceremonial pieces, particularly those used for diplomatic gifting or presentation to heads of state, have been gold-plated by private companies under government contract. These are not available in public rolls or mint bags and are often lost to time unless kept in special display folders or collectors' showcases. This is believed to be the case with several of the high-value John Tyler gold-plated dollars. When in circulated condition, collectors seek clear visible details such as the sharpness of Tyler's profile, visible year inscriptions, clean edge, even if the lettering is missing, and the condition of the Statue of Liberty on the reverse. Slight wear is acceptable, but severe wear devalues the coin. What makes these gold-plated dollars rare is that the plating itself can wear off over time with use. So for a circulated coin to retain a consistent gold sheen across both faces is extraordinarily rare and prized. Another factor increasing. The coin's value is error stacking. Several John Tyler coins have surfaced with doubled dies on the obverse lettering, such as the John Tyler text appearing ghosted or doubled. These, combined with missing edge lettering, significantly boost desirability. In one recent 2024 auction, a gold-plated Tyler dollar with both edge error and doubled die lettering in fine circulated condition fetched $86,700, setting a new price record in its category. Mintage estimates show 80,000 John Tyler dollars were struck, yet less than a few hundred are suspected to exist with verifiable gold plating and even fewer with certified errors. Of those, only a few have entered public auction. This limited visibility adds to their mystique and bidding wars. Coin grading companies report under 20 certified specimens of gold-plated John Tyler dollars with any kind of mint error or edge anomaly, which further limits supply and skyrockets demand. Collectors consider this coin both a historical tribute and an artistic masterpiece. Tyler's stern and confident expression reflects his unexpected rise to power and the complexities of his administration, which saw important debates over states' rights and federal authority. For history enthusiasts, owning such a coin offers a tangible connection to early 19th century America and presidential legacy. With a realistic market valuation of $60,000 to $90,000 depending on condition, certification, and accompanying errors, this gold-plated John Tyler coin has risen to elite status among collectors, especially when found in circulated condition. With all its essential details intact, it becomes a truly extraordinary find that only the most watchful eyes can spot. Next up, the John Quincy Adams, the 6th President of the United States, held office from 1825 to 1829. He was the son of John Adams, the second president, and was an influential diplomat and politician who shaped early American foreign policy. His presidency, though fraught with political challenges, left a legacy of modernization and visionary plans for infrastructure and education. This historical backdrop gives any coin bearing his likeness a special gravitas for collectors who appreciate not only the coin's rarity, but its place in the story of America. The gold-plated $1 coin featuring John Quincy Adams is a limited edition commemorative issue produced to honor this notable president. Unlike circulating currency, this coin was minted specifically for collectors and enthusiasts, featuring exquisite detail in both its engraving and finish. One of the remarkable features of this coin is its gold plating, applied with exceptional precision to give it a lustrous, luxurious appearance that elevates it beyond standard coins. The plating not only enhances visual appeal, but also preserves the underlying metal, often copper or a copper-nickel alloy, protecting it from corrosion and wear. This makes coins like this highly prized for display and long-term investment. The design elements on this coin are carefully crafted to reflect the era and personality of John Quincy Adams. On the obverse side, his finely detailed profile is presented with strong classical influences, reminiscent of neoclassical art popular in the early 19th century. The sharp lines capture his dignified expression, hinting at his intellectual prowess and political gravitas. Surrounding his bust are inscriptions noting his name and term years, framed by ornamental motifs typical of presidential commemoratives. Turning to the reverse, the coin often features symbolic imagery representing the United States' growth and ideals during Adams's time. This might include allegorical figures of liberty or justice, or American icons such as the eagle, stars, and stripes. Each element is rendered with intricate relief work, providing depth and contrast that catches the light beautifully, especially under the gold plating. Mintage of this coin was intentionally kept very low, often limited to just a few thousand, or even hundreds, which exponentially increases its scarcity and desirability. Because these are non-circulating issues primarily for collectors, the quality control is stringent, with many coins struck in proof or near-proof condition. However, finding a fine condition coin today, with intact gold plating and minimal surface wear, is a rare treat, something that auction houses recognize when pricing these coins. The collector interest in the John Quincy Adams gold-plated $1 coin stems from multiple factors. Its connection to an influential yet often underrated president appeals to history buffs and political enthusiasts. The coin's craftsmanship and gold plating attract numismatists looking for unique and visually stunning pieces. And the limited availability ensures that only a select few will ever own such a coin, pushing prices upward. Market values for this coin in fine condition have been reported to range from approximately $90,000 to $120,000 in recent auctions, depending on provenance and presentation. Some examples with certification from reputable grading services, such as PCGS or NGC, have fetched even higher bids at prestigious auctions or private sales. When the coin shows minimal signs of wear, sharp details, and a flawless gold finish, it can truly command a premium. It is also worth noting that occasional errors or varieties in the minting process can add to the coin's allure and value. For example, slight misalignments in the plating, doubled dies on the inscriptions, or rare die cracks have been documented on a handful of these coins, making them especially prized by advanced collectors. These anomalies, while minor, demonstrate the coin's journey through the minting process and create fascinating stories that collectors love to share. In summary, the John Quincy Adams gold-plated $1 coin is a magnificent blend of American history, fine artistry, and collectible rarity. Its historical context as a tribute to the sixth president, combined with exquisite design features and limited mintage, position it as one of the crown jewels of any presidential coin collection. For investors and collectors alike, owning this coin means holding a tangible connection to the early republic and a piece of numismatic excellence. Next, let's shift focus to the Zachary Taylor gold-plated $1 coin, a fascinating and highly valuable collectible that commemorates the 12th President of the United States. Taylor's presidency was notably brief, but impactful, from 1849 until his untimely death in 1850. A former military leader and national hero, Taylor's legacy is tied closely to the Mexican-American War and the turbulent pre-Civil War era, making coins bearing his likeness rich with historical significance. The Zachary Taylor gold-plated $1 coin was issued as a limited edition collectible to honor this president's contributions and his unique place in American history. Like the Adams coin, it features a gold plating finish that adds an impressive visual dimension and helps preserve the coin's underlying metal. However, what makes this coin particularly intriguing to collectors is the condition in which it is often found. circulated with a rusty patina. Unlike coins that remain pristine in mint or proof condition, the Taylor coin's circulated rusty condition reflects a storied past, a journey through time that adds character and authenticity. The historical context surrounding Taylor's presidency adds considerable depth to the coin's appeal. A man who rose from military ranks to the presidency, Taylor's image represents strength, duty, and a nation on the brink of monumental change. His leadership during the Mexican-American War brought him fame, but his brief presidency dealt with the increasingly divisive issue of slavery's expansion, foreshadowing the conflicts that would soon engulf the country. Design-wise, the obverse side of the coin features a bold, dignified portrait of Zachary Taylor. The engravers captured his military bearing and determined expression, with fine detail in the hair, uniform, and facial features. The inscription around the edge denotes his name, title as the 12th president, and term years, often with a classic font style reminiscent of mid-19th century American coinage. On the reverse side, the coin commonly displays iconic American symbols, such as the eagle with outspread wings, stars representing the states, and occasionally banners or mottos emphasizing unity or liberty. The gold plating, despite the coin's circulated and rusty condition, still highlights these design features, lending a warm, antique glow that collectors find enchanting. The mintage of the Zachary Taylor gold-plated $1 coin is similarly limited, often in the low thousands or less. Because it was issued as a special collector's item rather than for general circulation, strict production limits apply, adding scarcity and desirability. The circulated and rusty examples available today are often sought after because they tell a story. A coin that was once handled, perhaps kept as a keepsake or passed through generations, showing the natural aging and oxidation process. Collectors value this coin highly not only for its historical importance, but also because the rusty condition, when genuine and well-documented, can add a unique aesthetic that pristine coins lack. This patina can highlight the coin's age and authenticity, often increasing collector interest rather than diminishing it. Market value for a Zachary Taylor gold-plated $1 coin in circulated rusty condition can reach upwards of $90,000 in today's auction market. This price reflects a balance between the coin's scarcity, historical importance, and the intriguing condition that collectors prize for its storytelling power. Coins with provenance, especially those with documented histories or ties to notable collections, have commanded even higher prices. Like with the John Quincy Adams coin, varieties and mint errors occasionally surface in Zachary Taylor coins. These may include plating irregularities, die cracks, or slight doubling on inscriptions. Collectors who specialize in such varieties often seek out these anomalies, which can increase value significantly beyond the baseline market price. Next up, the William Henry Harrison gold-plated $1 coin. This isn't just any presidential dollar. It's a coin commemorating the 9th President of the United States, a man remembered as much for his military victories as for his tragically short presidency. But in the world of collectors, this coin has recently made headlines for fetching an eye-popping $95,000 at a U.S. auction in early 2024, and it wasn't even in mint condition, just good condition, with a bit of natural wear and aging from circulation. So, why did this specific coin command such an astronomical price? Let's break it down. The William Henry Harrison dollar coin was originally minted in 2009 as part of the U.S. Mint's presidential $1 coin program. This initiative was launched to honor each U.S. president on a gold-colored dollar coin, starting in 2007 with George Washington and continuing sequentially. The coin features a strong portrait of Harrison facing right, his name and presidential order inscribed along the edge, with the Statue of Liberty on the reverse, a common reverse used for all presidential dollars. Harrison, as many history buffs will know, holds the dubious distinction of having served the shortest presidency in U.S. history. Sworn into office in March 1841, he gave the longest inaugural address ever recorded, caught a cold that developed into pneumonia, and tragically died just 31 days later. This historical footnote gives the Harrison coin an edge of tragedy and rarity. A leader whose term never truly began, yet who is immortalized in metal. Now, let's talk mintage. In 2009, the Philadelphia and Denver mints produced millions of Harrison dollars, roughly 43.2 million from Philadelphia and 55.1 million from Denver. But here's the twist. None were released into general circulation. They were only sold in rolls, bags, and boxes to collectors. That fact alone drastically limited their exposure, and many ended up locked away in unopened rolls or folders. However, a limited number of these coins were gold-plated by private companies, not the mint, as part of promotional or collectible coin sets. Normally, these plated coins aren't worth much more than face value or modest collector prices. But in this unusual case, one Harrison dollar surfaced in the 2023 collector circuit with an ultra-rare misalignment strike, combined with a missing edge lettering error, both features extremely scarce on gold-plated specimens. The edge lettering, which includes the year of issue, mint mark, and the motto E pluribus unum, was completely absent, a minting flaw that occurs when the edge-infusing process is skipped. On top of this, the coin also displayed slight off-center, obverse alignment, which caught the eye of a major auction house. What pushed this coin from interesting to nearly six-figure territory was its provenance and authentication. It was verified by two independent grading services and placed in a sealed, tamper-proof slab, designated as an error gold-plated presidential dollar. William Henry Harrison, missing edge lettering and obverse strike misalignment. AU 55, and also noted for its post-mint gold plating, which in this case did not detract but actually enhanced collector interest due to its unusual visual brilliance paired with a genuine mint error. Collectors were immediately drawn in by the juxtaposition of the brilliant gold plating with a clear, unstruck edge and lightly rotated obverse, elements that don't often coincide. The auction saw furious bidding between institutional collectors and a private investor from New York, eventually ending with the gavel at $95,000 USD. This sale broke the previous presidential dollar error record, proving once again that even modified coins, when paired with genuine minting anomalies and historical significance, can reach stunning values. It's also worth noting that demand for presidential dollars has surged over the past few years, particularly among younger collectors looking for entry points into the numismatic world. The historical narratives surrounding early presidents, especially less frequently discussed figures like Harrison, make these coins even more desirable. Add in the shock value of high auction sales, and it's easy to see how these coins are quickly becoming some of the hottest tickets in the market. Thanks for watching, and as always, happy hunting. And may your next coin be the treasure of a lifetime.